So this is the $1 million agency Black Friday framework. So if you go through this framework step by step, this will help you formulate a plan for Black Friday and execute on it as well. Over the past 3 to 4 years, we've done over $1 million on Black Friday. It's always a great period for us because of the extra customers we get in, the extra sales we get in. It's also a bit of fun. It's the only discount we do typically, the only major discount that we do all year. So we really like this period, and over the years, we've kind of finessed the planning and execution on this. So I'm just going to go through this checklist with you, so you understand some of the points, and just to add a bit more colour and context to some of these points too. So Black Friday all begins with planning. I'd recommend to start planning this, in October, start of October, maybe even end of September. Start planning for your Black Friday, which is towards the end of November. Well, it's the last few days of November, but in general, people begin their sales like a week early or something. So the first thing to do is define what you're going to do. I think Black Friday should have like a nice theme, rather than just going, oh, it's Black Friday. Here's 20% off. I think it's good to have, some kind of theme to your sale, and whether that's like something fun like Space Invaders, or the website's been hacked, or the CEO has been kidnapped. That's probably a bit far, but you get the idea. Some kind of story or narrative to your sale, and it could even be something as simple as like colours. Like just having a different color for your website that day. Maybe it's like all purple and black. It just gives it something a little bit cool, a little bit memorable. Because if you do this correctly, you want your ads to be repeating and being seen by people multiple times, so they want to get that theme in their mind. Uh, Decided on the offer type. So we typically do something very simple. We just discount 20% or whatever, but you need to consider that we do have the margin to allow this, but you do need to consider that discounting can sometimes be a little bit of a false profit, because you might not make actually any money. But if you look at this like a way of getting new customers, um, it can work out. Other alternatives is like credit back. So if you give people credit, so say if they buy £100 worth of services, you give them £20 credit to spend on the next order. It looks like you've given them 20%, but in actual reality, if your margin is 50%, you've only given them 10%. It'll take a little bit of working out in your head to figure that out, but credit back is actually a better deal for you, but it looks just as good on the surface. Giving them £20 for free if they spend 100 is kind of the same as giving them £20 off if they spend 20 pound off a £100 order. So there's some options there. Buy one get one free, so giving them something free rather than discounting your services. Tiered bonuses, so only giving them a bonus over a certain amount. Bundles, only giving them a bonus if they buy a lot of stuff together. This is a good one. We've never tried this, but if they buy X, Y, Z all together in one product or service, then you give them a discount. This avoids devaluing products and services, which could be detrimental to your brand in the long term, especially you know if you're selling something really high ticket all year round, and then you all of a sudden do a bonus, it can discredit it. So select the products and services as well. So you can just select like high margin ones if you want. The duration. This is an interesting one because you don't want to be too late, because all your competitors are going to be starting early. You don't want to be too early because it kind of washes out the impact of the sale. We like a week, so we like to do like the week before Cyber Monday, Monday to Monday. Like that's a nice time. You can do some little tricks here where you give like your existing customers early access. You call it early access. I mean, it's just a little play on words. They can get the sale a week early. This does a couple of things. If you run a service business, or if there's people involved in doing the work, Black Friday is usually like a very intense time. So spreading the orders out over a couple of weeks can be sometimes better for the delivery team, and the sales team, and everyone really. So I'd say like a week is a sweet spot for everyone. But if you want to alleviate things a bit more and even run the sale for a bit longer, you could do a week previous, just for people who sign up to the Black Friday email list, or your existing customers. Now, there's another one here, a naughty trick. So this is like an extension. So you can end your deal on Black Friday. You can say once Black Friday's over, it's gone, which is technically true because Black Friday, it is finished on Black Friday. Cyber Monday is a different day. What a lot of people do is they just run the same Black Friday deal across the whole period, including Cyber Monday. But you can use this to your advantage, and you can actually stop your Black Friday deal on Black Friday and then relaunch it Cyber Monday. So you can say, look, I know you guys missed out, but we're doing a one last day sale for Cyber Monday. Now, what you need to be careful with in this is customers are not going to believe your scarcity every time if you keep doing this. You can't just keep saying the sale's over and not really. So be careful on this. Don't overuse it, but it might be okay once or twice. Technically, you are being correct because Black Friday is over and Cyber Monday is a different thing. You could do a different deal on Cyber Monday. So all these are things to consider in your planning sessions that you should be doing September, October. Obviously, look at the profitability. You can't discount 100% off or 50% off if you're going to lose money. Now, exceptions to that is maybe you can if you're going to get new customers, but for Black Friday, usually you're going to get existing customers as well. So just have a think about this. Now, a big part of Black Friday is creatives. So get these started early. Remember to follow your theme. You're probably going to need a video. You're going to need some kind of hero video. Invest in this, even if you get your team to do it, or if you get an external company to do it, invest in this because it's going to be a centerpiece. You might put it on your website. You might run ads to it. You're going to want loads of little videos as well, like sub videos. These can be like UGC style, really low investment in these. You can do on mobile phone. Just get loads of these. You want static creatives. Again, get a designer involved and get loads of static creatives. And you want your website to be updated with all the messaging and the colors and the video and some pop-ups. Hello Bar is good. It doesn't have to be Hello Bar. There's loads of plugins and different things that do this, like put a bar at the top or maybe a pop-out. We've been using ConvertBox for this, which is pretty good, and it's like a one-time fee, so it's not like dead expensive. The tech team, they need to have a lot of time to kind of like build all the stuff, get it ready, test it. So make sure that is done. Check all the discount codes, checkout flows, and then around 2 weeks before, you want to be doing like a coming soon campaign. Get some emails. You want to be careful with this because you don't want people to stop ordering. You don't want regular people to stop ordering and hold off from Black Friday. So 2 weeks before is good to stop teasing it and maybe run some low ads to it. A low budget campaign. You can have a waiting list or an early access sign up, but yeah, don't be pushing it too much too soon because it can cause a big dip in sales before Black Friday because people just think, well, I'll wait a few weeks until they launch the Black Friday deal. The email marketing is important, so you want to send your teaser email no earlier than 2 days before because, like I said in the previous section, people will stop ordering. Now, you can even play on this with your teaser email. You can say, like, don't order. So 2 days before, you're telling your customers not to order anything. Now, this is, it's a little bit... it's just a little bit of play on words. People will order if they need to order, but you're going to sacrifice this. It might be good on like a Friday because weekends are quiet anyway. But you're saying don't order because Monday we've got a sale coming, and you don't want to miss this. So during the Black Friday, you want to send as many emails as possible. I'd recommend one a day. But if you want to be on the safer side and not annoy anyone, you can do 3 like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and maybe a last one on the Monday. Again, if you're doing the Cyber Monday round 2, there'll be another email for that. The paid ads, the most important things with this is make sure your paid ads campaigns are warmed up and ready. You can do this incrementally before the date, because if you start changing budgets really fast before Black Friday, it can go into a learning period, and then your ads might be down for the most crucial part of Black Friday. So yeah, make sure your paid ads team are on that. Team preparation. So the support team needs to be ready, the delivery team needs to be ready, the sales team needs to be ready, and the tech team need to be ready, on standby. If things go wrong, discount codes don't work, sale page is broken, you need to get really ready to fix all those problems. And then post Black Friday, this is crucial too. You want to kind of acknowledge everyone's effort, including your customers. Like, you need to send them an email saying thank you. It's been a great Black Friday. I hope you got a great deal. Also, a lot of these customers are going to be new customers, so follow up on these discount hunters or people who've just took an opportunity to get a discount. Follow them up, see if there's anyone interested in those buyers, and really nurture them to become a customer all year round. And there's also something to be said. I haven't wrote this on the framework, but maybe in January you can give them another little discount. You have to be careful with this because they can just get trained to only buy when you do discounts, and then they're waiting for the discount. But you can give them another little discount, maybe like credit back or something like that, or give them a low amount of credits that doesn't buy anything, but they need to they need to put their own money to purchase something. So yeah, that's the framework. Follow this, and you'll be in for a successful Black Friday. And hope you enjoyed that. And yeah, feel free to use a spreadsheet, copy it, and share with the team.